What is going on, guys? DragonTamerBlayde here, back with some more Elder Scrolls Legends, and today I tossed together a mid-range monk list. I don't love the curve, if I'm being honest. I kind of just threw it together really quickly. Didn't do much refining, haven't done any playtesting. All of the playtesting is happening right here. So, yeah, like I said, put together the list very quickly. I feel like mid-monk and mid-assassin I want to try over the next couple days. I just feel like those decks could be in a pretty decent spot lately. If you guys have any suggestions on how I could perk up my curve a little bit, or perk up the deck list a little bit, definitely let me know. I just haven't really messed with monk besides like pilfer shenanigans in a while, so I want to do some cool stuff. That's not bad. A couple of tough decisions I had to make was between Eastmarch Crusader, Grizzly Gourmet, and Eldergleam Matron, which ones I want to keep. So at the moment, I have 2 of each, while I'm figuring out which ones perform the best. Obviously, Eastmarch Crusader draws the cards in our deck, which is very tempting, but it's also conditional draw. Whereas something like this Eldergleam Matron right now is very tempting because we're getting exactly what we were looking for. We're getting more cards, stuff like that. Let's see if he wants to use a curse of his own to answer this. Let's put those 2 out there to contest. I think there's a chance he could use a curse over here. Unless he's playing something like... That's pretty good.
Bless us, kind. May we serve you.
That puts this out of curse range.
Bless us, kind. May we serve you with every word.
Okay. Looks like we're going to be in a little bit of a value battle here.
Bless us, kind. May we serve you with every word.
Oh, Mudcrab Merchant. This gets even more wild. Alright, so we've got a Nasi and Hive Defender online. Looks like we might be playing the same kind of deck. This could be a mid-monk mirror.
The forest is my cloak.
He's going Leaf Lurker here. Alright. That is not too bad for us. That's all of our curses pulled. I'm assuming his prophecy count is pretty hefty like ours is.
Just give me a name.
Okay.
For the warrior wife. The Night Mother will
Let's shuffle in some assassins. There is a chance that we see like Jav and Trade. Not too bad though.
We fight for all Skyrim.
Oh, that's a good one. Even if we get jabbed now, like, that's worthwhile.
They make it too easy. Talking mudcrab merchant. Read my lips. Mouthful.
We're gonna get that sick Master of Arms potential value. If this guy dies, we get to play him again. Let's just kill the Leaf Lurker for now. Eight, 13, 14, 15, not quite lethal. But we have a potential for an 8/8 Cliff Racer to be coming off the top. Unlikely, I know, but would be sweet, right?
Shall we put in a dishonest day's work?
My dude's going for Brynjolf.
They make it too easy.
Alright, so we have the option of Javelin or Anasi to steal the drain.
For Skyrim!
Ooh, that's a good one too. Guess we'll silence that.
Bless us, kind. May we serve you with every word.
For the Black Hand.
And he's just gonna concede. Yeah, we got to really snowball with Hafengar Marauder there. That looked pretty powerful. I made the mid-monk because I have a monk quest. You guys caught me. I've been exposed. Let's get another one. So that's the kind of stuff we're looking for. I mean, we have basically Skulk is conditional draw, Ungolym creates some draw, and then we have Thieves Guild Recruit, Corner Club Gambler, and East March Crusader for some true draw, and then Eldergleam Matron for resource creation, as well as Hafengar Marauder for some conditional resource creation. I think the deck has some nice synergy. We'll just keep the Thieves Guild Recruit here. 2, 4, 5. We're going to draw some of our prophecy cards. I think the prophecy count in this deck is something like 12%. Or not 12%, 12 out of 50 or something like that, which I think is a pretty solid number. Playing against a mage opponent here. This could be mid-mage.
What have we here?
Oh, we're just getting all these. I would love to play Corner Club Gambler, but there's nothing really that great to discard at the moment. Unless we top deck a Curse. Top deck a Brotherhood Slayer. I think that's something I'm willing to discard. He could just bring out his Jav, or not bring out his Jav, bring out his Lightning Bolt. But if not, we get to do some really good things here. Oh, he's playing Reverberating Strike. Okay. Let's bait out the Firebolt. Second game in a row, we generate Lurking Croc. So we gave ourselves a -1, but I think it was a worthwhile risk. Black Dragon. Let's play it. If I had to guess, it would be Trade and Javelin next turn. Trade and Wabbajack. Is this support mage? I mean, Justin has been playing this a lot on video, so I assume this is a copy of his deck. It has been looking pretty good, though, so I'm not going to blame my opponent for running it.
Of course I'm on your side.
We're just going to dump stats onto the board. Let's see how we can do here. We have a whole lot of answers and stuff. Goldbrand. Okay. Wabbajack is risky on one of these. Okay.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Okay. He's got a Harpy.
We'll hold, no matter what.
We're gonna top deck another Jav.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Justin's deck does play Ice Storm. So if he drew an Ice Storm in his top 10, he can trade and just Ice Storm us out. Which obviously hurts real bad. But in all other scenarios where he doesn't have Ice Storm, the best he can do is Goldbrand one of these guys. Wabbajack something else. Ice Storm is the only really bad situation here. I know he plays Voice of Balance as well, He has support. He has an item. That is a excellent Wabbajack for him. I'm assuming he possibly hits this so he can trade with the Harpy. No, he's just going to take out a creature. That's perfectly fine as well. I'm not faulting him for that. Okay. Gold brown on the 4/4. Possibly a firebolt here to clean up the rest of the board.
A little distraction might prove useful.
Is he running execute? No. Okay.
We fight for Skyrim.
I could use a little help here.
That's an unfortunate item. I assume we see a trade and either Wabbajack or the final Goldbrand charge. Drawing these 2 jabs has been pretty crappy this game. It's been real slow.
Behold my power.
You gotta kill this somehow, though. Because if not, you're giving me the chance to high roll twice. Yeah. I figured that. I will get the chance to get back into the field lane, however. No, he's just gonna use the firebolt. Into Heroic Rebirth. This is a concern now, though. Let's take some of the threats off the board. I kind of don't mind if he gives me more cards, but at the same time, like, why leave stuff here? I think we are kind of right on the cusp of being locked out.
Careful there, friend. I am the Queen Mother.
Wow.
Attend me. The forest is my cloak.
We'll just clear his board. The only thing we have going for us here is he's out of cards, kind of. He can heal for a lot, and he still has Heroic Rebirth working out in his favor. Most legendary cards are pretty damn good.
Let me kill for you.
Premium Reeve, that's nice. It's quite nice, actually.
Dice. Dumont take you.
Just keep pushing damage while we can. We have 2 ways of taking Reeve out next turn. I assume he trades, because Wabbajack isn't as good as it could be. This could also be Ice Storm. It's perfectly fine. We're both top decking now.
Bless us, kind. May we
Grizzly
serve
Gourmet
you
will be
with
really good
every
against his
word.
Tower Alchemist. I don't want to overcommit and start giving him cards right now. Like, is 2 damage worth it?
For the
Let's start poking him.
warrior white.
I mean, we're still in the ballpark of doing what we need to do. Just over the next couple turns, we need to draw into, like, Tazcad, or... Not even necessarily just Tazcad, but we just need some cards. Corner Club Gambler would be pretty good.
By the 8th, they will meet their
That's a pretty good Grizzly Gourmet target as well. Never mind, no it's not. That was a very solid play around Grizzly Gourmet.
The Night Mother will guide us.
He's back down to 1 card. He can trade into that, use his tome to cycle. I had no way of... Oh, I actually could have cursed and Grizzly Gourmet. potentially be a slight whiff on my part. I still have the Cloud Rest and Grizzly Gourmet play available for next turn as well. We do have to deal with all of this health coming in.
A little distraction might prove useful.
I will prepare something special
For the Black
for them.
Hat.
They have Dawnbreaker for some reach. 6 and 7 on the board. Probably hit him for 6, take him right on the cusp of the rune. Try and set up for a next turn lethal. I mean, obviously we're not getting lethal next turn. He's got all of these elixirs and stuff popping. Got another Ice Storm. That's 2 out of the way, though.
By all the powers of the Eight.
That's what we were worried about using our Grizzly Gourmet for. So we know that's a creature in hand. Pulling our second Grizzly Gourmet would be solid here to kill this before it gets out of control. Also would not mind things like East March and Elder Gleam. Help us get some more cards into our hand. I mean, goal number 1 right now is kill this Tower Alchemist. It's not bad. And before that's an Ancano, and he has a way to destroy this. Okay. Let me get a Gourmet. Now it's Corner Club Gambler.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Okay. He could just have something to hit this. If not, we could see him trading off his Tower Alchemist. That is 2 Ice Storms and 2 Voice of Balances survived. I kind of feel like we're at the point where if this Corner Club Gambler gets removed, we might just lose the game, though. Unless we start going into some hardcore drawing. He's back up to 30. He obviously can't leave this Shaman on the board. He's fishing for a lightning bolt or an arrow to the knee. Not lightning bolt, firebolt or arrow to the knee. It looks like he likes what he found. Drain Vitality. That's just as good. That's not what he was looking for. The good news is we get to kill the Tower Alchemist. Barded Guar. I don't want to play it out just yet. I'm going to save some resources. The Corner Club Gambler, I know it sucks that it got... Obviously, Wabbajack was always an option. But, since we played it on an empty hand, we didn't actually lose anything. This game is going to be a slugfest, though. Firebolt? No, Parth. These are the kinds of turns that are going to help him win this game. I think we're out of jabs. Yeah, all we have is Leaf Lurkers. That is a good shout to pull. As is that. I don't have anything to go wide like that.
What have we here?
I can't really attempt to race him.
Shall we put in a dishonest day's work?
I'm pretty sure this game is over, though. We're going to play it out anyway. Assuming my opponent at some point actually attacks. A lot of control opponents in this game just never play.
By all the powers of the eight.
So he's going to be able to get a 3 cost from this. Transform this for free. That's a very nice top deck alchemist, by the way. Heroic Rebirth onto one of his creatures. Gets all the value this turn. I would have probably attacked with Parth first if he's planning on attacking with Parth, because he could have just gotten that Javelin. He doesn't necessarily know that I'm not playing any other ones.
Bless us, kind. May we serve you with every word.
Leaf Lurker would be pretty much our only out before we lose next turn. Let's see what legendary he got. I don't know if he actually runs Parth, or... That's unfortunate. I don't know if he actually runs Parth, or if he just happened to pull Parth from Heroic Rebirth. I don't recall it saying. Anasi steals absolutely nothing.
For the warrior white.
And that's the game. We were close there. We almost punched through. Our draw just kind of died out at a bad time. Maybe the deck needs more draw? I don't know. This was game 1 and 2. Let's get one more. I think this deck is something that's worth putting some effort into this season. So where did the deck go wrong? I mean, besides the fact that support mage is probably just not a good matchup for this deck. Let alone a support mage that gets fully set up like that. I mean, we got locked out. Yeah, we just kind of lost pressure. Both Corner Club Gamblers getting answered was unfortunate. I mean, the second one was expected since he had the Wabbajack out. But those were pretty big potential swings that we lost out on. Other than that, I can't really pick out any one specific thing the deck wasn't doing well. I think it was just a case of a bad matchup and my opponent got set up. Against support mage, you really need to like punch them before they have the opportunity to set up all their stuff. Wow, this is very, very aggressive.
A hard-fought victory. That was a mistake.
I'd have greatly preferred to get these Clerics of Kine from Prophecies.
Attack.
Nope, no Prophecies here.
I ride like the wind.
My scales move in shadow.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Let's dump a Cleric of Kine. Now, if he has Steel Scimitar, he still I think needs to trade into this. And I don't know what other cards he would be running. Looks like he has no items. Okay.
Tawaka watches over me.
Hit a Javelin from that. Okay, never mind. Not gonna happen. Hofengar Marauder. Cliff Racer.
You bet on the wrong side.
Let's go Mournhold Trader. Let's go Skulk. We're gonna take 4. But we can take that out, trade, and then take that out. We are getting into the position of being where we want to be. We also have Brynjolf we can drop down next turn.
Dark omen for you. Talos. Come on then.
I'll even let you swing first. Prophecy Javelin. Nope, no prophecies for me.
Didn't see this coming, eh? Didn't see this coming, eh?
We definitely need to get Brynjolf down as soon as possible. Whiffing on all prophecies so far is not great.
Let me kill for you.
This would have been a great time to have a Leaf Lurker.
Shall we put in a dishonest day's work?
Let's see if he wants to actually make this trade.
Care to join me on the hunt?
That's rough.
Now the hunt.
Woohoo!
Their defenses crumble.
Okay. Let's go.
Bless us, kind. May we serve you with every word.
Didn't see this coming, eh? I can smell your fear.
The forest is my cloak.
We're gonna be down to 10. He really needs to trade into Brynjolf, though. Like, it is a huge risk if he just keeps going face. We have 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. It's not enough to matter yet. We're also getting close to Tazcad. We would also have the opportunity of going face with Tazcad. Haven't seen a ton of prophecies. Another mighty ally.
Their defenses crumble.
We fight for all Skyrim.
I think the hope here is try and high roll some items.
Do not take you.
For the warrior wife.
You bet on the wrong side.
We got double assassin's bow. That does absolutely nothing.
We'll hold, no matter
Let's play around Unstoppable Rage a little bit. So basically, he has 6 damage. That brings us down to 8. He needs to do 8 from hand, or we win. Or get us into lightning bolt range. If he has double lightning bolt, he wins.
we stand united.
Looks like he could have it.
I have no fear of you, cowardly skeever.
The silent guard with you.
This is definitely doable.
There's nowhere they can hide. The hunter.
That gets down to
becomes
1.
the hunted.
Does he have a Nord? No Nord. So it all comes down to whether or not he hits a lightning bolt.
You bet on the wrong side.
Whew!
Do not take you.
Good game to you, Germanicus Bus. That was actually a pretty damn good game. We managed to punch through that one. So I think, I don't know, I think Monk could be pretty decent this season. I don't know. I will continue to do some work. I'll look forward to seeing what you guys think down below in the comment section of how I could refine this list a little bit. This was kind of just my first reaction. I'm sure there's some smoothing out of the curve that I could do, maybe add some more draw. There's a lot of things I'm thinking of. But let me know what you guys think down below. But yeah, that's going to be it for now, guys. Thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm DragonTamerBlayde, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.